Welcome to Align Christ-Centered Yoga. My name is Linda and I'll be guiding your practice today. My question for you as you begin today is this. Have you ever experienced a time so dark in your life that you could not see the way forward, could not see the hand of God at work? I have. Maybe that's where you are now. Maybe that's where one of us is headed. I was reading through the story of the parting of the Red Sea, and I was reminded of this. God is always protecting us, and God is always at work. As the Israelites had left Egypt, the Egyptians pursued them. And God has told Moses that he will make a way, and he has told the people of Israel to be still. And this happens. Then the angel of God who had been traveling in front of Israel's army withdrew and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved from in front and stood behind them, coming between the armies of Egypt and Israel. Throughout the night, the cloud brought darkness to the one side and light to the other, so neither went near the other all night long. And then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and all that night the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind and turned it into dry land. The waters were divided, and the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground. Throughout, the Israelites had been following the pillar of fire, following the cloud. And that left. God shifted, God moved, God came in behind them instead so that they could not see the way forward. And all through the night, God blew the winds so that the sea would part, creating a path to freedom. Whenever we are in those dark places in our lives, we can take great comfort in knowing that even when we cannot see the way forward, God is protecting us and he is creating a way forward. Today, as we practice, we're going to do an infinity flow. So that means that we're going to be facing all the different sides of the mat, all the different edges of the mat. So maybe perhaps in the middle of that, you get a little bit confused. Listen for my voice. Just follow along. You'll find your way. I invite you to come to a comfortable seated position, maybe elevating hips up on a blanket or a block, and gently rock a little bit side to side, front to back. Anchor into the sitting bones. Take both hands to heart and feel the breath as it moves in and out of your lungs. Let the day fade away. Let go of the to-do lists. As you draw your attention inward, I invite you to imagine a circle around your mat. The armies of God surrounding you and protecting you. Take 2 more breaths here. Maybe you can breathe a little more slowly, a little more deeply. As you're ready, let your hands come down to your leg and take 3 more breaths. Just notice how the body has responded to breath. Begin to connect breath and movement, the arms rising high as the gaze comes up, and exhale as the hands come down, and then leave the right hand on the mat and bring that left arm up and over. Maybe the gaze comes up. Do what's best for your neck. And then the left hand to the mat, the right arm comes up and over. So just creating this flow, both arms rise and fall with breath. And then reaching side to side. And one more time, arms rise. And exhale down. Again, pressing into that right hand and reaching that left arm. Up and over, go the other direction. I invite you to bring both arms up, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. Stay here for 2 breaths. Maybe you're in the midst of the darkest of nights. How is God at work? Know that He is at work even if you cannot see Him. As you're ready, release. Go ahead and come off the blocks. If you have blocks or a blanket, go ahead and bring them up to the front of the mat. I invite you to take both of your legs out wide. Go ahead and bounce the knees a little bit, windshield wiper the feet. Take the thumbs to the hip crease as you draw the hips back and forward fold. So as you come into your dragonfly here, look for a stretch in the inner thigh and the groin. So maybe that means that those toes are pointing out a little bit. Can you press with the heels as the hip crease draws back? Go ahead and bring your right arm to the side and the inside. Bring that left arm up and over, reach for the foot. And then come the other direction. And then come to center and bring that left foot into that right thigh, just creating that seated tree pose here. And exhale forward, inhale back, start to find your hamstring stretch. As you're ready, come forward, settle into the stretch wherever it is for you. Take 2 breaths here. Hand to thigh, press the thigh down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. 1 more breath here. And then rise up and exhale forward again, just finding the stretch. Notice what you notice. Gently walk the hands back. Come into a pinwheel as that front leg comes to the back. Lift and lower the left leg, which is now in front, so that left shin parallel to one edge of the mat, right shin parallel to the other. Just rock on the hips. As you're ready, let the body come down over that leg and find your stretch here. So a little bit of a stretch for the outside of the hip, maybe lengthening through the spine, getting heavy through the body. One more breath here. As you're ready, press into your hands and rise. Sweep the right arm across the left arm behind you, open up through the hips. Exhale down, release. Again. And one more time, and this time just stay here. Engage through the abdominals, draw the chest across, draw the muscles of the chest wide, stretching through the chest. And release. Go ahead and unwind the legs, bring them both forward. Windshield wiper the feet, bounce the knees. Sit for a moment, take a breath here. Just notice what you notice, right side compared to left. And again, bring those legs wide. Hands come to the hip crease, fold forward. So what we're doing here as we warm up is we're kind of practicing a lot of the moves that we're going to use in our infinity flow today. So notice where you're really tight. Notice where you might want to be a little bit careful as you move. One more breath here. As you're ready, press into your hands and rise up. Bring the foot to the inside, so that right foot is now pressing into the left thigh. Exhale forward, inhale back. One more time. And come forward and settle. Adjust the body, the shoulders, the hips. Find the stretch. Notice where this tension is most intense. So again, avoiding anything that's shaky or painful. Just finding the tension and noticing for you, is it in the leg, the hip, the back? Take that outside hand to the center of the thigh. Press down as you take 2 breaths here. Taking a deep breath in, rise, exhale, come forward. Notice where the body goes. And then as you're ready, press into your hands and come up. Find your pinwheel. That left leg, the extended leg, comes behind you. Hold on to that front leg, that right leg, rock back and forth. So the other thing about a flow that moves all the way around the mat is rights and lefts. So I will do my best to keep you straight, but maybe mark somehow with your hands which one is right, which one is left. Maybe it's a ring that you're wearing or a tattoo or just something that will help you remember which is right and which is left. As you're ready, go ahead and fold your body over that knee. Find the hip stretch that's right for you. Adjusting shoulders, adjusting body, and letting the body get heavy. Gently press into your hands and rise. Bring that right hand behind you. Sweep that left hand in front. Lift the hips and open. Exhale and come back to the mat. 2 more times here. And then just come up and stay and open up the hips. Press forward, stretching that psoas. Open up the chest. And release. Meet me in table. Fingers spread wide, knees underneath the hips. Find cat and cow, just warming up through the back. And one more time here. And then from center, engage the abdominals, find a strong back, reach the right arm forward, the left leg behind you. And finding bird dog, just crunch elbow to knee and then extend and point. And 4 more times, crunch and release. Can you again connect with your breath? Exhaling as the elbow comes into the knee. Inhaling as you stretch those abdominals. 1 more time. Release. Child to table twice. Lengthen through the spine. Rise up. And 1 more time. And then coming back into table, it's now the left arm that's extended, the right leg that's parallel to the floor. Flex that foot. Go ahead and adjust the hips so that they're square to the mat. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. 4 more times. Moving, following your breath. And whenever you're finished, hands to the knees, child to table. Go ahead and curl your toes under, bring the knees up and into the rib cage. Let the head come between the arms and shake your head out no and yes, releasing tension in the neck. Begin to pedal through the feet. Taking a deep breath in, heels rise, and exhaling, heels come down to the mat. Again, check in. What's going on in downward facing dog today? Where are you a little tight? Where do you feel really great? On the next inhale, right leg rises high. Gaze comes forward, foot comes all the way through the hands. Drop that back knee down and up. As you're ready, raise that right leg up. Go ahead and press to the inside of that, press the inside hand down. Twist with that top arm. Sweep that arm behind you and down. Bring the front leg to the back. Come down to your knees, child to table. Curl the toes under, meet me in downward facing dog. On the next inhale, left leg rises high. Gaze comes forward, foot comes through the hands. Tap that knee down and up. And as you're ready, lift that back leg, explore the twist. Bring the inside hand to the mat. Wrap the rib cage around the spine. Find your breath. And unwind. Front foot comes to the back. Meet me in plank. Come down to the knees. Child to table. And rise into downward facing dog. So we're going to settle into downward facing dog here. And we're going to start working through the elements of the flow. One more breath. We're going to start with the left leg. Left leg rises high. Gaze forward, bring the foot in between the hands. Rise up into your lunge. Hands to heart. So find your focal point. Where are you going to look each time you face this edge of the mat? Anchor in with your foot. Engage those abdominals. Bring the left hand to the small of your back. Raise that right arm up. Get as long as you can. Twist. Bring that arm around. Stay here for 2 breaths. Bring the body forward. Let the arms rise. Pivot to the wide edge of the mat. Bring the hands to the hips, the toes facing slightly out to the side. Cactus arms, meet me in a yoga squat. Come in and out of this a few times. Again, just kind of testing the waters. What's going on in those legs today, in the glutes. One more time. And just come down and hold it for 2 breaths. One more breath. We're going to lunge to the front foot. Pivot the back foot to warrior 2. So you are lunging towards the front edge of your mat. That left knee over the ankle. Little external rotation of that hip there. Arms out, warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Side angle bend. 2 more times each direction here. Begin to really use these internal oblique muscles. The muscles at the waist. Lifting. And crunching. Meet me back in warrior 2, hands to heart. Toes towards the corner of the mat. Lunge to that right leg. Bring the hands down. Pinky fingers right about the base of the big toe there. Begin to press the leg into the hand into the leg. And then come to center, lunge side to side. and pivot to the back edge of the mat. Right? That right leg is in front, that left leg is behind you. From here, front foot is going to rise up, three-leg dog. Come into a plank, hover your knee, bring your right hand towards the center of the mat as you shoot that right leg out to the side. Come down to the mat. Coming into dragonfly, okay? But instead of folding forward, we're just going to bring this left arm across this right leg. And the right arm across the left leg. One more time. One more time. We're going to bend your right leg. Come into that pinwheel where we started. Bring the body over the leg. Come up. Sweep that left arm all the way up. Open up. Release. Face the front of the mat. Come into bird dog. So that right arm is extended, left leg is long. One crunch. Go ahead and drop that back leg, hands to the mat. Three-leg dog, right leg rises high. Gaze forward, foot comes all the way through the hands. Rise up into your lunge, find your focal point here. Right hand to the small of the back. Exhale into your twist. Draw your gaze back. Maybe extend that back leg, push through that heel just a little bit. One more breath. Release and come center. Face the wide edge of the mat. Toes out. Yoga squat. 2 times here. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Stay in the squat. Rotate those hips. Bring those knees back over the ankles. Engage the pelvic floor. Engage the muscles of the upper back. Find the work. And then come up. You're going to turn the front foot, right foot, towards the front edge of the mat. Warrior 2, back foot parallel. Peaceful warrior, side angle bend 3 times. Again, use those core muscles to guide you. Following the breath, working from the inside out. Meet me back in warrior 2. Hands to heart. Readjust the feet to the corners of the mat. Lunge to that back leg. Okay, so your left leg is now facing the back edge of the mat. And you are pressing leg into hand, hand into, or leg into arm, and arm into leg. And pivot the entire body to face the back edge of the mat. Okay? So that foot's going to come through, 3-leg dog. From here, come in, draw the knee into the center. You're going to readjust this right arm, bringing it towards the edge, and you're going to kickstand that leg underneath you and around. Come into your dragonfly. Find your twist. Left arm over right leg. Other side. Bring that right arm to the inside and that left arm up and over towards the toes. Come into the pinwheel. Left leg bent in front. Fold yourself over that leg. Find your breath. Come up, sweep the arm all the way up, open up the hips. And exhale, release, facing the front edge of the mat. On that left knee, take that right leg behind you. Extend the left arm. Exhale, elbow to knee, and extend. Bring the hand down. Bring the foot down. Sweep the front leg up, three-leg dog. And we're ready to start again. So we're going to take this a little bit faster this time. Left leg comes through, rise into your lunge, find your focal point. Choose your twist. Maybe it's high, maybe you hinge forward, and find your twist here. One breath and twist. One more inhale. Exhale the hands down. Inhale, rise, pivot to the wide edge of the mat. Meet me in that yoga squat. Hands come out to the side, adjust to warrior two, peaceful warrior, side angle bend. Warrior two, anchor in, hold it for a breath. Hands to heart. Lunge to the back edge of the mat. Hands come down. Maybe you flex that back foot. Pivot feet and body to face the back edge of the mat. Float the front foot up, three-leg dog. So again, you're just going to move this right hand towards the center of the mat. Knee comes to center, kickstand out. Raise that right arm as you come down to your seat. Twist over to that back leg. Twist to the front leg. Arm comes inside that back leg. Bring the arm up and over to the ear. Fold the right leg in. Find your pinwheel. Fold the body over the leg. Take a breath. Rise up, bring the right hand behind you, sweep the left arm all the way up, open up through the hips. Exhale, come back. You're going to bring that front shin parallel to the wide edge of the mat. Extend that back leg behind you, right arm forward, left leg back. Elbow to knee crunch. Leg comes down, hand comes down. Three-leg dog, right leg rises high. Gaze forward, foot comes through the lunge, rise into the lunge, find your breath. Inhale, extend through the spine, exhale, find twist. Stay here for a breath. As you're ready, release. Go ahead and bring those arms all the way up, pivot, toes are towards the corners of the mat. Engage the hips as you come into that yoga squat. Rise out of the squat, arms to the side, front toes towards the front edge of the mat, back toes, parallel back foot, parallel to the back edge. Meet me in warrior two. Peaceful warrior, side angle bend. Warrior two, readjust. Hands to heart. Raise the hips, toes to the corner of the mat, hands down to the inside of that front foot. Maybe the back heel flexes, toes towards knee. Pivot the body and the foot towards the back edge of the mat. Foot comes back, so your left foot's going to come up into three-leg dog. Knee to center. Readjust that left hand, kickstand that leg. Raise the right arm, come down to dragonfly, find your twist as your arm reaches across that leg. And then left arm across right leg. Bring the forearm to the inside of that right leg. Bring the arm all the way up and over, reach for the toes. And find your pinwheel, left leg forward. body over the leg. Take a breath. Inhale, rise, right hand comes before you, left hand sweeps, or left hand behind, right arm sweeps, hips forward. Exhale, release. As you release, that front leg, shin parallel with the edge of the mat, facing the front of the mat, raise that right leg, left arm. One crunch here. I totally forgot where we were. Sorry. One crunch here. One crunch here. Hands to the mat. Press through that right foot, sweep that left leg up. So we're going to roll through it again. I'm going to cue you just a little bit less. This is the last time through. Left leg comes forward. Foot in between the hands, rise to your lunge. Find your twist. Arms come down towards the mat, sweep up, pivot to the wide edge of the mat, find your yoga squat. Arms to the side, adjust into warrior two. Facing the front edge of the mat, that back arm comes down, reverse warrior, forward, side angle bend. Hands to heart, straighten out the legs, toes to the corner. Come down, this time hands to either side of this front foot, the foot that's in the back now. Find Skandasana, your lunge. Maybe that foot is flat on the mat the way it was before. Maybe the heel is now raised. Exhale, hands to either side of the foot. Pivot to the back edge. That right foot, that front foot is now going to come up into three-leg dog. Knee to center, adjust the hand, kickstand out. Draw your hips to the mat. Go ahead and twist to that right leg. And come up and over and twist to the left. And this time, this back arm presses to the mat. Arm comes all the way up and over. Release, come up. Your right leg is the one that bends. Come into the pinwheel, right leg in front. Body over that leg. Gently rise up. Hand comes back, sweep the arm up, open up the hips. As you come down, readjust that front leg. Knee pointing towards the front edge of the mat. Shin parallel to the wide edge of the mat. Right arm up, left leg up. Exhale, crunch and extend. Hands and that leg come down. Three-leg dog, right leg rises. Last time through. Leg lunges forward. Rise into your lunge. Find your twist. Stay here and twist. One more breath. As you're ready, the hands come down, come all the way up, pivot to the wide edge of the mat, adjust the feet and knees, yoga squat. Rise up, arms out to the side, adjust the feet and knees, warrior two. Reverse warrior, side angle bend. Warrior two, take a breath. Hands to heart, straighten out the legs, adjust the feet, come down into that lunge. Maybe you're in Skandasana with the heel up and that back foot flexed. Wherever you are, hands come down to the mat, pivot towards the back edge of the mat. That front foot now comes back into that three-leg dog. Knee to the center of the mat, kickstand it out, come down to your hips in dragonfly. Take your arm across that right leg, across that left leg. Bring the arm to the inside of that right leg. Bring the arm all the way up and over. And release. Go ahead and bend that left leg, shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. Find the pinwheel as you fold your body over. Gently press up. So we're going to readjust that front leg. Come to the knee, the shin behind you. Find bird dog as that right leg extends out, left arm. Find your crunch. And hands to the mat and foot to the mat and three-leg dog. But this time, just come into downward facing dog. And I invite you to settle here and to stay here and to notice what you notice. As you're ready, come into plank, knees to the mat, child to table twice. And as you're ready, hips back, find your child's pose and stay there. As you settle into child today, I invite you to come back to this image, the armies of God surrounding you, under the authority of Christ the King. You are protected on all fronts, even when you cannot see the way forward, even when you get confused or feel a little lost. God is at work, even through the darkest of nights. Stay here for 3 more breaths. As you're ready, press into your hands and rise up to sitting. Bring the feet wide. Gently let the knees drop side to side. I invite you to bring those legs in, come down to your back. Draw the knees in and give yourself a hug. Gently rock side to side, massaging out the muscles on either side of the spine. Again, just feeling that protection that God offers us. Throughout the Psalms, the psalmist cries out, God is our refuge. God is our rock. We worship the God who goes before us and who comes behind us. Hands to knees, gently push the knees away from the body and back to the rib cage, back and forth here a couple of times, just restoring a neutral position to the lower back. And as you're ready, feet to the mat, go ahead and extend the legs long. And windshield wiper the feet and bounce the knees and wiggle the hips. Bring the hands up to the sky, let the shoulders thump down, and do that twice more. Let the hands come down to your side, palms up. Can you find peace in the stillness? I invite you to stay here a little longer if you can. But if you need to move on with your day, reconnect with your breath, and gently bring movement back. Wiggling fingers and toes, rotating wrists and ankles, maybe turning your head from the top of one ear up and over to the top of the other. Taking a deep breath in, bring arms up and overhead and just stretch as long as you can. And gently bring the knees in and roll over onto your side and find breath here. And that next inhale, press into your hands, rise up to sitting. And as you find a comfortable seated position, reconnecting to those sitting bones, I invite you to check in, body, mind, and soul. What has changed since you came to the mat today? Deep breath in, arms rise up and overhead, palms together, and exhaling, bring hands to heart. Joining me in prayer. Holy and mighty God, warrior King, we are so grateful for this reminder that you are always with us, that we are never alone. We thank you for those times that you go before us, when we can see the way and we know. And we thank you for those times when you are behind us, protecting us. We thank you for setting the path forward for us. We thank you for the promise of the light that conquers all darkness. For the light came into this world and the darkness could not defeat it. It is in the name of the light, in the name of Jesus the Christ, that we pray. Amen. Thank you for practicing with me today.